Varsity 8. All 4 schools are contesting each event with the exception of the second Varsity 8, where in lane 1, UCSD. In lane 2, Santa Clara. In lane 3, Gonzaga. These are the third Varsity 8s. As we come up towards the 1500 meter mark, UCSD took a lead, but it seems as though Santa Clara have pegged it back a bit, and they're being closely tracked by the Gonzaga boat in lane 3. As they go through the 1500 meter mark, it is UCSD with a third of a length over Santa Clara, who have half a length over UCSD. UCSD, of course, being the University of California at San Diego. Santa Clara hanging on to UCSD. It was a lead of about half a length, and it's now a lead of about a third of a length. They're approaching the 1,000 meter mark, and this looks like it's going to be a significant tussle between the third varsities from Santa Clara and UC San Diego. Looks like Santa Clara may be moving just a little bit on UC San Diego. That third of a length advantage, or that half a length advantage turned into a third of a length advantage. And it's now closer to a quarter of a length advantage as they come by the 500-meter mark. UC San Diego's that quarter of a length advantage over Santa Clara, with Gonzaga in third place at this point. Out on the far side of the race course, you'll see another boat. It's rowing by exhibition. It is the Santa Clara 4th Varsity 8. UC San Diego have held that surge from Santa Clara and might actually be moving away a little bit. The advantage is now about half a length and is moving towards 3/4 of a length. As they come down to the finish line, it's University of California, San Diego maintaining their advantage of about 3/4 of a length over Santa Clara. And then in third place is who still have overlap with Santa Clara is the Gonzaga 3rd Varsity. So unofficially, University of California, San Diego, Santa Clara, and then Gonzaga. And the crew out in the far side was the 4th Varsity rowing by exhibition from Santa Clara. We're 4 minutes away from the next race. The next race is the Western Sprints, 2nd Varsity 8, 3 boats in this race. In lane 1, UC San Diego. In lane 2, Gonzaga. And in lane 3, Santa Clara. Just a reminder that the awards ceremony for the West Coast Conference Championships will be happening in just over 30 minutes at 10:30. And you will see the podium there near the finish line, adjacent to the parking lot, and that's where you can gather to view those ceremonies. Two minutes away from the start of the Western Sprints 2nd Varsity 8s. All 3 crews are on the start line. We're about to get underway in the 2nd Varsity 8s race, and they're away. Steady start from all boats. Lane 1, UC San Diego. Lane 2, Gonzaga. Lane 3, Santa Clara. Pretty much level off the start, but Gonzaga might have just achieved a lead of about a few inches. Gonzaga have pushed that lead out from a few inches to a deck. Level pegging between Santa Clara and UC San Diego. Early days yet, though. Having achieved a lead of about a deck, the race seems to have settled down. Gonzaga are maintaining the lead. UC San Diego not letting them go, but UC San Diego, but both of those crews have dropped Santa Clara by just a tad. Santa Clara down by about half a length on Gonzaga and by about 2/3 of a length. Sorry, a third of a length on University of California, San Diego. University of California, San Diego pushing hard at Gonzaga. That lead of a deck has reduced to about half a deck. Gonzaga still in the lead at this point. They've seemed to have held that push by UC San Diego and are now trying to push away themselves. But it's still just a lead of half a deck for Gonzaga over UC San Diego. UC San Diego have powered through this second 500 and they have now achieved a lead. They've turned a deficit of half a deck into a lead of half a deck at this point over Gonzaga. Santa Clara still overlapping, Gonzaga still in this race. They're through the 500 meter mark. They're in the third 500. UC San Diego have a lead of about a deck over Gonzaga. Gonzaga are really going to have to dig deep here to claw that distance back on UC San Diego, and they're being pushed from behind by Santa Clara. Gonzaga not out of this yet. Santa Clara barely have overlap with Gonzaga. Gonzaga pushing back at UC San Diego. UC San Diego really put in a big push at around 1,000 meters and managed to achieve this lead, which has now gone to about half a length as they approach the 500 meter mark. Gonzaga pushing back. They set up a bit and they're pushing those releases away as they come through the 500. It's still half a length. UC San Diego over Gonzaga. Gonzaga putting up a very determined fight here, not letting go of UC San Diego. UC San Diego taking their rating up. I think now is do or die time for Gonzaga. Coming past the fishing dock. UC San Diego in 1 with that lead of about half a length over Gonzaga. Be interesting to see what the times are in this race. All 3 crews are rowing very well. UC San Diego sprinting for the line and putting a little more distance. The lead is now about 2/3 of a length. As they come to the line in the men's second varsity 8, it is UC San Diego, Gonzaga, and Santa Clara. We are 4 minutes away from the Western Sprints First Varsity 8s. This will be contested by 4 universities. In lane 1, University of California, San Diego. In lane 2, Gonzaga. In lane 3, Santa Clara. And in lane 4, University of San Diego. So this is University of San Diego's only boat in the Western Sprints, the First Varsity 8. Okay, the last race of the Western Sprints Rowing Championships is on the starting pontoon. And they've started. Lane 1, University of California, San Diego. Lane 2, Gonzaga. Lane 3, Santa Clara. And lane 4, San Diego. As they go off the start line, Santa Clara have had a very powerful start, as have San Diego. Those 2 crews seem to have a very slight advantage over UC San Diego and Gonzaga. So you will not be seeing this on the Jumbotron, but as they come down towards the 500 meter mark, it's Santa Clara with a very slight lead over UC San Diego, but UC San Diego are putting in a very strong push at the moment. Gonzaga still very much in touch, but they are down by about a third of a length on Santa Clara and UC San Diego as they come through the 1500 meter mark. San Diego in lane 4, still very much in touch, level pegging almost with Gonzaga. Santa Clara and UC San Diego are going stroke for stroke with each other. I'd say it's probably about half a deck advantage to UC San Diego over Santa Clara at this point. Gonzaga just seem to have lost touch just a little bit, and they are down about 2/3 of a length on Santa Clara and UC San Diego in the middle of the second 500. Coming down towards the 1,000 meter mark, and it's still very much level pegging between Santa Clara and UC San Diego. It's difficult to tell exactly, but as they come through the 1,000 meter mark, Santa Clara and UC San Diego are dead level. Gonzaga still hanging on to them, but there's slight open water between them and the two crews from Santa Clara and UC San Diego. Third 500, the 500 of truth, and UC San Diego are putting in a big push and have now got a lead of about a deck over Santa Clara. In the middle of the third 500, UC San Diego are pushing their releases away, trying to increase this lead over Santa Clara. They haven't broken Santa Clara. Santa Clara are still in this and pushing hard. But UC San Diego are just looking a little cleaner in their blade work than Santa Clara, just by a margin. And that is turning into advantages of inches. University of San Diego still in this. There's a terrific tussle going on between Gonzaga and University of San Diego for that third position. About half a boat length, the advantage for UC San Diego over Santa Clara. Just open water between Santa Clara and Gonzaga. Going past the fishing dock, UC San Diego just maintaining that advantage of about half a length over Santa Clara. Gonzaga pushing hard, trying to maintain contact with these two boats. UC San Diego in their final sprint, and they've pushed out a little further now. It is almost a length lead over Santa Clara. Coming down to the finish line. And it's in lane 1, University of California, San Diego. about half a length over Santa Clara, with about another length back to Gonzaga, and about a length and a quarter to University of San Diego. So championship, first varsity 8. The crew from the University of California, San Diego.